Thanks so much for joining Democracy for America's online training on the economic gender gap and women. I certainly wish I could be there live with you, but I'm actually about to go live on my current TV show, The War Room, so I wanted to record this video message for you. So if you've been reading the headlines, then you know there has never been a more important time to be engaged in this year's elections, especially when it comes to standing up in support of women. Now, one important issue facing women, of course, as you all know, is equal pay. Women currently make only 77 cents on the dollar that men make. The gap is even bigger for many minority women, and of course that inequality is not good for our economy. In fact, a 2011 report by UN Women estimates that our nation's gross domestic product, our GDP, could be up to 9% higher if women and men were only paid equally. And it makes perfect sense because women make over 80% of the purchasing decisions. More money to spend means a greater stimulus to our economy. Now, in the last training session, you learned that women's reproductive health is under assault. And of course, this is another problem facing women in today's economy. If women cannot choose when and whether to have children, our economic potential is seriously compromised. So, how did we get here? What can we do about it? When it comes to decision making, women have a serious problem of underrepresentation, especially in Washington. Women right now, Democrats and Republicans, make 17% of Congress. That's our composition of Congress. 6% of governors. And after this year, maybe not even any Democratic governors. And we are just 23% or so, just over, of state representatives. So if we don't get women elected to political offices, we don't have our voices heard. We have to encourage women to become involved in this political process and support the Democratic women who are running for office. And I'll share a little bit more on this topic from a personal perspective in the upcoming Women as Candidates training session on August 15th. But in addition to electing more women, we need to encourage women to go into industries that are going to help our nation's economic growth. Our daughters, our sisters, our aunts even. We need to get more women involved in technology, science, advanced manufacturing, robotics. Those are the industries that are critical to the nation's economic future, and we are significantly underrepresented in those areas. We've got to get these girls to take math. We have so much at stake this November. Just take one look at the Republican candidates and their agenda. We have to elect a leader who stands with women. President Obama, of course, has always helped women fight for equal pay for equal work. That Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act was the first bill that he signed into law. He urged Congress to pass the Paycheck Fairness Act. It was a bill that would offer women more protection when they're filing pay discrimination lawsuits. He urged Congress to do this, but Republicans naturally filibustered it and argued that it was anti-business. They refused to even send it to the floor for a vote. Now, Mitt Romney has made it very clear that fair pay for women is simply not one of his priorities. When he was first asked, you might remember this, if he supported the Lilly Ledbetter Act, his campaign hesitated and they said, we'll get back to you on that. Romney said he wouldn't change current pay equity laws. He's refused to take a position even on the Paycheck Fairness Act, like he's done on so many other things, but that's another story. I think we can all agree that we need a president who's willing to stand with women and not one that refuses to take a stand at all. During this session, Jennifer Daniels is going to help you create your own message that you can share about women and the economy. Obviously, hugely important. Please tweet your message to me using @JenGranholm and DFA using @DFA Training with hashtag DFAW4W. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. Thanks so much, everyone.